this is Darth Rabbit 07 coming to you today with another quick review. Mail call from Pulse. They slipped in this. I forgot this was coming, and I'm tickled to have it. I'm a little bit speechless. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. All the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Let's turn us around and take a look. I got in the Hearts of Steel timelines, Optimus Prime, and Starscream. And I don't know much about that. I'm about to do a little bit of research before I crack this open. But this packaging looks really, really nice. You got 19 steps with Prime, 18 steps with Starscream, a train, a plane, no automobiles. All that funny stuff aside, like I said, it's Pulse Premium exclusive, but you can try to snag it wherever they may have it. But I want to say it was like Pulse Premium exclusive. Let's crack this open and see how cool it is. Once you give this slip cover the slip and a slit, you get this awesome looking packaging, and then it cracks open like this, and you got essentially two deluxe looking figures in there. I don't think these are Voyagers. Kind of tall, but misleading. Let's get them all out of the box. And here is Starscream and Optimus doing the life imitating box art, imitating life pose the best I could get with these deluxe figures and already fresh out of the box. I just wish that Hasbro would go ahead and elect to do Voyager size class, because they tend to have more parts counts, as these things do not have articulation in spots, namely the wrist and the waist on this guy, and then the wrist on this guy. So that's an early look at it so far. Let's take a look at each bot individually. Let's take a closer look at Optimus first, like I was saying, and zoom in there. And it looks really nice. The paint work is done, the details are there. It looks like the stuff from the Hearts of Steel comics, and cleans up pretty good in the back for a very deluxe figure. And that there, and I said, is what kind of bugs me, because the articulation, if we go into that right now, you can see the wrist has no articulation. You get this swivel here, a weird joint there that kind of comes undone at nothing. You do get around, all the way around on that joint there. The head can go all the way around. It's on a ball joint. It can get some pretty dynamic stuff going on there. The dogs are playing in the background. You get always so much back here with the waist and stuff and things. It gets caught up on itself, but you do get that much right there. So it does got its waist swivel. I don't think these flaps come up at all whatsoever, so like you're not going to get much kick forward on this at all. And you can see it's already popping off the mushroom peg there. So I mean, it's just one of the sign of the times. You get that far back right there. You can get a full van damage, but not the full Mr. T, because the way the shoulders are, it kind of gets janky after that. You get that much in the knee. You get that upper thigh swivel, and it does got like a click, like in the place thing going on there. And then when it comes down to the feet and the toes, you get that much that way, this way, and some rocker. And you can get further, but this tends to get in the way right here at the ankle. So not a bad looking representation of Optimus from the Hearts of Steel timeline era. And now for Starscream, we'll take a quick spin around the block here if I don't knock him on over. I've always been, into Jets Go Vroom, and this is an all-time kind of deal there. And a lot of background noise. I apologize about that. We're going to get into that articulation here. And he's much more limited because you got the wings that they don't move at all. They're just there, guys. They're not going anywhere. The head can go side to side. Can't look up and down at all, which a flying bot should be able to do that. And if you had a bigger parts count at a Voyager size class, you could get that head to look up and down and stuff, and I shouldn't have to finagle it. I can't stand awful waffles. And Optimus, for the most part, his is like due to his joints there, but what have you. You can get out so far. Can't do that true Mr. T pose going on. You can get almost the full van damage, and you can kick up only about so far up through there because the way stuff blocks it in there. A little bit of awful waffles in the thighs there. You get that much in the knee. You do get like a neat little like ankle tilt system going on there, and you get some you do get some toe tilt down, but nothing the other way there. So, and it got a heel spur to keep him balanced up pretty good there. Stuff just kind of gets in the way for the most part when it comes to the articulation. You get the upper thigh swivel there all the way around. You can't go back so far, or you can kick that up there on the back of the head there. And I hope And the skirt just kind of, yeah, the skirts just hinder stuff. And there is no waist articulation. Like I said again, I'm tired of seeing Starscreams get done that way with no articulation in the waist. And then it's another thing. They just need to stop doing the deluxe size class for Studio Series and this stuff like this, because also the Tails and the Sonic just they suffer because they're a deluxe size class, and 2-packs like that should have all the stuff and bits and things and look really, really freaking good all the same. Let's get these guys converted over into their alt modes and take a closer look at that. And here they are in their vehicle modes. And got for these Hearts of Steel, I thought they were made of sterner stuff. Let's take a closer look at both of these. We'll do a little spin around the table, let you see it from the side and from back. Good night. Yikes. At least he's just kind of cute and squat, man. He just kind of folds up in on himself and he just folds over on himself. And we'll take a closer look real quick at the Screamer first, and he's got those prop jobs that spin pretty freaking good. Good luck getting them all to spin at once. Several sets of wings. Choo-choo Peppy kind of folds up underneath there. Then he's got this back landing gear Peppy right here, and wow. Rails. Where we're going, we're not going to need rails with Starscream. So there he is there, a little flight mode. Unless he is a train. I mean, he's got the train wheels just like Optimus has got here. Give me a second. And we're going to take a closer look at Optimus here. And he's got the little Optimus windows in the front there. Nice emblem on the front. Like the way that kind of comes together there. Kind of a little bit of a spacing gap. It's like it's almost missing a little something. Some more details. And at the Deluxe, this is what I'm talking about. It's just missing, like if it was a Voyager had more parts count, you have the articulation robot mode, and you have the ability to cover up the holes and whatnot. This is a little bit parts formery, but it's really neat how it does all come together. I absolutely love this. It's going to be a fun desk spot for me stuff downstairs. I still want to be in the Megatron, and I still would like to get the other Seekers there. There's not a whole lot more to this set outside of that, guys. Really, really neat. And I need to get into the Hearts of Steel comics and then look at the third-party stuff that they came before this. But that is really beautiful box art, and we'll get these converted back and get some final thoughts. Final thoughts on the Hearts of Steel 2-pack Transformers timeline. I really do commend Hasbro for giving us these figures finally. I want to say a third party is doing it better. I'll put it down here who does it better and or had did it first. And these are simple deluxe versions of that. In that's the negative I have. If they were like Voyager class, I think with more parts, you could have gotten the waist swivel, the wrist swivels, the whole 9 yards, and make them better figures. The vehicle modes are, they're simple transformations. They tab delicious and that kind of thing. And I think just being that deluxe size, it hurts them even worse. Had they had a bit more parts counts, it wouldn't be that way. I don't care for all the hollowness that they do. I like how they covered that up right there with Optimus for the most part. They made it look solid, but I mean, anyway, this whole Batwing thing, this is how I know this is mistransformed, but that's how I prefer to have it. I like that Seeker-esque thing, and I wish that he would just stand up just a little bit better. But these are good for, folks that, have always wanted the Hearts of Steel timeline stuff. I mean, it's got some fun desk spots, but outside of that, they're hurting because of the size class there again. And that's my frustration with, Studio Series, this set, and the Tails collab, Sonic and Tails collab I'll do here in the near future. They're just small and itty bitty and almost afterthoughts, and that just aggravates me because I love when they do versions of the G1 characters with the steam locomotive stuff going on. That's awesome, and this box art is beautiful. That's how you do some exclusives and stuff, and the way that folds out and that kind of thing, the slipcover. That's about going to do it for these guys. Thanks again for watching my channel. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. And that's going to wrap up the Hearts of Steel timelines, Optimus and Starscream. Thanks again for watching. Y'all have an excellent week out there. Stay safe. Until all are one, guys.